Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We are back into the Shapes 2 demo. I honestly thought our last episode was going to be our last episode until the actual release happened. But then the devs went and did a crazy thing. They did an update to the demo. I mean, that's pretty amazing. They added, and this was not a bug fix. This was an update with more content. So pretty exciting. And let's see, we can even scroll out here, I think. Let's see. We had space platforms unlocked. Now we've got pin pusher. And you can see that blinking up here in the upper left. So let's do that. Let's unlock that. So entirely replaces the northeast quarter of a shape with a support pin used in shape stacking. So where that's going to come into play is when there are shapes that require an item that's lifted above. In fact, we might have some samples here. So see that. So we've got the base plate here with 2 pins, and then we've got 2 red squares that are on top of those pins, and then next to the red squares are 2 other pins, and then 2 white squares on top of those pins. Pretty cool. And in fact, if you remember, we had there was a little shape that was showing that looked like a smiley face with a yellow circle and 2 yellow or 2 white half circles, and then it was pins for eyes. So I think that's probably eventually going to be a shape that we've got to actually make. So pretty cool stuff. And now all these shapes are all going to require pins, of course. So we need to figure this out. This is a new concept. This is not something that was in the original. Look at that shape. That is crazy. And then look at this thing. Oh my God. So four levels. That's just some craziness. Super cool. So this will be a fun challenge. So yeah, we're going to be here for a couple more videos. By the way, I did mention, I was saying that I would do a full series once it actually releases if I got up to 50 subscribers, and we're already at like 27 subscribers. That is super cool, guys and gals, everyone. I really appreciate it. It's super fun. I'm getting good feedback on this. I'm having a good time. It's a fun game, and I'm digging it. So we are still feeding. Let's just take a look at the status of everything else here. We are feeding these guys in, which we don't need anymore, but we're feeding these guys, which we do need. That's just building up blueprint points. So they're going slow, but I mean, we've got 21,000. That's gonna keep us for a while. We don't need to really upgrade that. Wow. So what do we want to do? Do we want belt speed, stacking speed, or cutting speed? I think if we upgrade cutting speed, we're probably going to get some other bonuses. Let's take a look at this little pin stacker doohickey. Okay. So we get that pin. Oh, by doing that. Okay. The northeast. All right. So then we could probably do this. We could probably do that and then give it a quarter twist. Yeah. See, look at that. Oh, look, that's part of the happy face right there. I was thinking about actually making the happy face, but with other colors, just because we can't do white. But that's pretty cool because we could do that and then get more pins. So I'm just thinking down the road too. Eventually, when we have a make anything machine, we're probably going to want just a stack of pins that we can access from anywhere at any time. So Good to know that we can do that then. I wonder what happens. I'm just going to do some quick little experimentation. Again, new concept. Let's see. So it does the upper right, but if there's nothing in the upper right, does it add? Yeah, I think it adds a pin. Yep, it does. So that's cool. All right. Cool. So let's do this cutting speed one. It's at the top of the list, so why not? Cutting speed 3. So I'm going to put that up, pin it up. So what we want is first a base layer that has 2 square blue squares next to 2 pins. So that's the first step. Let's get that going. That's going to be over here. I think we already have some of this. I don't think we're going to need these guys anymore. So let's not worry about those. In fact, let's open them up. Oh, here's another thing I found that was kind of cool. I didn't realize you could do this. The trash can, you can actually drag it out and make a huge trash can. Not super useful, but just kind of cool. Oops, I didn't mean to keep that one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this. Instead of giving this a half turn, I'm just going to give it a quarter turn, and that should make a a square next to a square. Boom, I'm just going to feed these into the trash for right now, which we can't do because of that. So boink, boink. No? What? Okay, there. Now you go into the trash. So what? I'm going to clip it there. That way we'll be able to see the results. So if we were to do this, yeah, that's fine. And just add a kicks. If we did this, same thing, yeah. Actually, let's do that because then we can add a pin to it a little easier. So just grab this guy, hop him in there. Okay, now we've got doubles of these coming out, and actually it looks like we could speed these up a bit too. Why is this slow? Oh my goodness, we just need to let's add another one onto this. Oop, not that, this. Okay, that's I think what happens when belt speeds get out of sync with other things. So optimally, when you're playing the game, you want to kind of level everything at the same speed. So cutters are always half speed of belts, and whatnot, etc. Just if you keep things at the same ratio, then eventually all you're doing is you can remove the extractors, or if they're at the same speed, then you just can set it and forget it. In the original one too, there was a thing where you would have you would chain the extractors, so you'd have 4 extractors all chained into one, coming in to one belt, and that might be something we get to eventually with this as well. All right, so this is looking good. Now we want to, let's just get rid of all that for now, because I think we're gonna bring them in here. Then do this. See if we do that and then give them a twist like that. And then give them that. Then we've got our shape. Right there, right? Perfect. So that's our bottom shape. So let's see where we're going from there. And again, we can shut all of this down because we don't really need any of it. Not even this. Ah, it's such a cool shape. But we don't need it. So, okay, here we are. So our next, oh no, see, that's where we're getting into trouble. We're sitting on top of that. That's okay. We're going to cut it off there. So what we want for the next one is we just want to take this half here, cut off the little spiky bit, or take this. We could do that. All right, I'm going to leave that in place. You survived to fight another day, my friend. Okay, I'm going to turn that on. I am going to, though, cut all this and that. Okay, let's just empty those ones out. Look at that, it's all backed up here in the tubes. Okay, so this guy is going to come here and go there. So that's going to feed in to right here where we can see it. Okay. So let's get a platform, a mining platform, not a regular platform. Hello. Oh, that was the right way. Okay, and then we want to bring that up here. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that. Why not? We're not using it. Okay, and then before I bring it into here, this is where I'm going to combine the first and second layers. So before I bring it in there, let's do another platform here where we will start slicing and dicing. And then we will do one here where we add the pins, and that'll be similar to what we just did. And then we'll toss them in here and do the combo. So we'll start off with just grabbing 4. They're going to come into here, around here to there. All right, perfect. And this we're going to go up this way. And then we're going to give it a clockwise turn. And do that. So now we've got less of a happy face, but it makes us happy. Okay. Groovy. Yeah. Still need to add this. Okay. There we go. Get rid of you. Okay. We need to turn this. It needs to turn a counterclockwise turn. So I'm going to cut that. Oops. Stop. Okay. All right. Nope. Incorrect. We need a clockwise. Right? No, I had it right the first time. All right. Oh my goodness. Boom. Okay. Perfect. And we want this is going in on the second layer. So let's do this. Oops. I did not mean to do that. Okay. Then this guy is coming in on the bottom layer. Is that right? Oops. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay. Then all we need is this. And this would go into the bottom layer, and then the square would go into the top layer. So we need a half square. Our squares on this side, they are excelente. I am killing this abomination. That's another thing that's great in this game is eventually you get these builds and you're like, you go back and you look at them after the fact and you're like, oh my, what was I thinking back then? But a lot of times it's because of the limitations that you had at the time. So don't be too hard on yourself. You're okay. We still love you. All right, I'm just gonna zip all that. Then this, we can do that. And get rid of that. That's going to bring it up to the main platform. Right there. So again, this is on the bottom. This is going to be on the top. Let's get some stackers going. Let's start off with 4. Oh, but wait a second. It's there. We want it on the top. With this, we want it to be on the left side. Okay. So what are we going to do here? We could just zap the west half with our with that guy, and then just flip the rest. But you know what? Let's be a little bit more resourceful here. Bring that in. So we want this. We want the west half. So there. Now we've got 2 of the west half for every 1 that comes in. And turn this back on. That is going to do it. I think. Let's take a look. Our first little soldiers marching off into the world. let's watch that cutting speed 3 up here. Yep. Cool. We are good to go. We could have a couple more. This one's looking a little light, so we can just do this. And that's going to increase these to a more full belt. Don't know if it'll be full. No, I think we want one more to be full. But you can see how nice it is to be able to increase. Oh no, that is a full belt. Look at that. All right, so we're fine. All right, but the other one won't hurt anything. It will just be a more full belt. Excellent. So that is done in my mind. We also have this little shape coming up. This one's going to be a peach. Look at that. That will be fun. I think we still do have this mechanism over here. Yeah, we've got this, and then we can just double it up, which may have been what I just destroyed. I don't think it is, but yeah, that's super easy to do. But I'm going to hold off on that. Let's go over to another one. Yeah, stacking speed would be good. Okay, this one's mostly gray, mostly uncolored, with a red square. So we've got this L shape with a red in the corner, and then we'll have that. So we'll want to create this in a way that's like that, and then it's easy to add the pin in the northeast corner. And then it'll just be putting that doohickey on top of it. Nice and easy. So we just need a single square. I'm thinking this is our world here. Let's go back and see where these guys start out. These start as just those half, which, yeah, we could use those, but that's all right. All right, so basically what I want to do for this guy is I want to create just this little double. So and we're pulling full squares. You know what? I think we've got so we've got that, but that's not super helpful. What I want, I know we've got this shape in the raw somewhere right there. Boom. Okay, and we're taking it out right now, and we're cutting it up. All right, we got our cutting speed 3 done. Yay! So let's follow this chain. It's making this guy. Okay, again, I don't think we need this guy for right now. So, sorry, let's go back here. I'm just going to cut you off, my friend. And I'm going to put a trash bin right there for you. Then coming back here, and that's funny because we were pulling this shape out and then we were immediately start chopping it up. Don't need to do that because we just want that shape. And in fact, look, the way it's set up, look what we can do. Can combine them all like that, and then I'm going to add a pin. So we've got that pin now. Oh, we can't do a 4-way junction. Oops. All right, let's redo this. I'm going to do that and then bring it in like so. Okay. So we got those coming in, and these are the pins. So now all we need to do is put a red square in the bottom left. So, oops, let's zoom in on what we're getting over here. So we've got the square. That's coming in as a raw shape, I think, right? Right. No, where's that coming from? Oh, that's coming from here. That's tricky with all this looping around. Okay, yeah, that's coming from right here as the raw shape. All we want, though, is the square. And we're just going to take it from this for now. And actually, you know what? No. Do we want that? Let's do it. Okay. All right, we're just gonna, sorry. We're gonna bring this all around. All right, I've got it now. Now it's in my head. And what we're gonna do is bring this in. The first thing we're gonna do is give it a rotate. This way. Boop-a-doop. Okay. Give it the rotate that way. Then we're going to nuke that west side. Then we're going to give it a 180 rotate. Now we've got our square bottom left corner. Okay. Yep. That's good. Okay, and what we want to do in the meantime is come over here. Oh, that's cool. So instead of, I didn't actually have to get a landing pad out, the belt catcher. I just did a belt, and it automatically turns it into a catcher. So that's good to know. Learning more stuff all of the days. Okay, I'm just going to dump those in the trash for the time being. Then back up here, we've got these guys. And we're just going to bring those in there. That's coming in on the far edge. Right there. And these are what we're looking for coming in there. All right. So we're going to combine these, and we don't care which way we do it. Except I don't want to do it that way. I want to do this. Then I can do 5 of them. So I will bring you over here. Boop, boop, boop. You were going up and then down this way. So that's our first layer done of this guy. Now, and we've got it oriented sort of this way, I believe. So we just need the quarter circle stacked on top. Yep, that's the orientation we've got. Okay, where are we going to get some quarter circles? We've got circles over here. We need gray. So let's do it from over here. Where are these circles feeding in? To nothing. That's what I like to see. Okay. So these guys here, I'm going to put a little platform to catch them. Okay, so again, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use all parts of the animal. So I'm going to do a cutter. And, wait, sorry, let's come back in here. We want lower right from this angle. So this guy here, yeah, like that, that, and that. Oops, not you. That, and that. Oh, no, that doesn't work. It's because we're looking at, yeah, this way. So it cuts north to south. All right, that is fine. That, that, and that. And then these guys, I'm going to bring up to the higher level and do the same thing. Let's do it the other way though. Boom, boom, and boom. And then do the cutter again. I'm going to flip it good. So, all right, let's see again. All right, and this one, this is the true orientation because we're facing north, or we have north at the top of the screen. So we want the northeast. So none of those. This guy here, we want to give him, here, I'm going to stay this way. Otherwise, I know it's going to get screwed up. All right. I thought, oh. Okay, yeah. That one, that gets us northeast. This gets us northeast. Okay, now I'm going to hide that top floor a little bit. And do this guy to give us, that gives us the northeast, right? Yeah, it does. And then we want, okay. So this for those, and then 180 for the others. Now we've got all of these things giving us the northeast shape that we are loving. So let's go up top. Bring those down here. Down below. And I think we're just going to have a bit of a log jam. But that's okay. That just means we're going to have a full belt. That's all the shape that we want. That's perfect. Okay, now we just need to bring them to here. And I think that's just a couple of these. Cut that off like so. Yep, that's coming in. These guys are going to do the same. Oops, zoom out. I guess we could have done a little tube over there too. And then we'll have those coming in right here. Then we're going to combine these on top and these on bottom. So stacker like so. All the way to the end here. 1, 2, 3. Jeez. 4, 5. Okay. And feed into there. Warp. Hope I'm not making everybody dizzy. Double check that's coming in on the far corner there. Boom, and guess what? That's it. Now, this should be our shape. Yep, looking good. Excellent. Okay, now what? Let's, what's the easiest way to get those in? Probably by going into here. Bring those in right like this. Then let's do that. This, we're going to go over here. Okay. And right? Yes. Okay. Okay, that's going to clear out those little circle shapes that are already there. These guys. Swoop. Done. Okay. Well, cool. Let's just make sure these are going in. So yeah, super cool of them to add this content in. This, again, this. I think that when Shapes started off, this was this guy's like just a little side project that he did. I don't know if he's full-time game designer or what. I believe he's Swedish, and I could be wrong, but just super, super fun stuff, and really want to support him, and let these games keep going. Look at that, 10, 12, 13. So they're coming in pretty full belt. I don't know if that was just because of backup or if I actually built things correctly. I mean, it kind of looks like it's working here. I've got a nice full belts all around here. So yeah, I think that's just going to feed in and get going. So we'll have increased stacking speed as our next little prize. Very cool. So I'm going to, let's call it on that, and that will save us 2 more for next time. And that means we're going to get another video out of this. Awesome. So keep subscribing, keep liking. Please feel free to comment. If you saw something I did that was completely brain dead, let me know. I'm always open to any criticism on this thing. I'm no, I just sort of take it step by step at a time, break it down into its components, and then build it. And like I said, with this one, because you're seeing the 3D view of these parts like this, makes it so much easier to me than Shapes 1, the original. So great stuff. So next time we're going to tackle this beast, which is actually, well, no. So it's a lot of the same components reused, but then you see the way they're stacked, and it's a little funky. So, but we can do it. So we'll do that one, and then we'll tackle this guy, which this may be the last one. I don't know. There might be another one after that. We will find out. Looking forward to finding out. Thank you so much. This is Gramps signing off.